What's your name?
Tyler.
I'm Anthony. Hey, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
So, you don't believe?
I don't believe in God. No.
Did you ever?
At one point I did, but then I realized it was just my security blanket, I guess. You know?
Yeah. Okay.
I think religion is for people who are insecure, who need guidance. If you don't have guidance, I guess you can't.
You feel like it's like a comfort blanket or comforter or something like that?
I do.
Yeah.
I think that people use it to make themselves feel better. Like if someone dies, they pray to God, or if it gets as ridiculous as I need help with test answers, like I pray to God that He'll give me the strength to pass this test. But I think it's just something that they believe in to get through the day.
Do you think it's an illusion?
I do. I do think religion is an illusion.
Why do you think people, why do you think people have made it up? Just because it makes them feel good?
Yeah, it makes them feel better about everything that happens. Like, us as humans, we need something to explain everything. And if we don't have that explanation, we're just going to make something up, is what I think.
Yeah, you're awesome. Was it difficult for you to discard? Did you believe at some point, like when you were a kid, or?
No, actually, one of my friends was in a bad car accident and she had died. And
sorry to hear that.
It's okay. We all got together and we all started praying. And at that time, it just felt right. But then I realized that it was really just like a comfort kind of thing, you know? Like after that, I was like, who was I even talking to?
Now, a lot of believers that maybe will listen to this, or if they were walking by, they'd say, well, you know, Tyler, you're just mistaken. You know, you're lashing out at God because, you know, your friend died. What would you say? Have you ever heard that?
No.
No?
No, I haven't heard that. I just...
If a believer said, you know, one of the reasons why you've discarded your belief in God is because of your friend's passing, what would you think or say about it?
I would say that's not true. I just don't believe. I don't think it's done anything for me. Even if I did believe, I think things would still be going as they are. I believe in karma, and I believe in things like it just happens for a reason, but I don't need an explanation for that.
Do you really, so I want to understand, you believe that if you do something good, it will inevitably come back, and that's sort of my understanding of karma. Yeah. Really?
And if you do something bad, then chances are something bad's going to happen to you.
How would you know that that actually is happening?
I mean, like personal experience. You know, if you, let's think.
Can you maybe think of an example where you've?
I'm trying. You hold the door open for someone.
Gotcha.
And then later on, someone holds the door open for you. I don't know.
And right then and there, you believe that the previous action was necessitated the subsequent one.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think if people see you doing something good, they'll be more open to doing something good too.
I think that there's a little truth to that. Like, yeah, if somebody were to observe you being nice, then they might do something nice in return.
Yeah.
But in the example that you gave, you opening a door for somebody and then immediately seeing the reward of that.
Maybe not immediately seeing the reward for that, but maybe sometime later on. I don't know. I think it's just like a continuous cycle.
Really? Is there something governing that cosmic justice? So that people that open doors for others get rewarded?
No, I don't think. I think it's just karma. It's just the notion of karma.
What would you accept, Tyler, to get you to? Excuse me for a second. What would you accept to get you to get rid of your understanding or your acceptance of karma? Have you ever considered that? What would have to happen?
Well, it's not that I believe in karma, but I know that bad things happen to good people and good things happen to bad people. So, I don't know.
Is there nothing that you would accept that would get you to be convinced that your belief in karma was mistaken in some way?
No.
Really?
I think it just happens.
If something's not falsifiable, like my, I don't know, my acceptance of evolution, right? Like,
Right.
if that was falsifiable, I'd get rid of my understanding of it.
Yeah.
But if I would say there's nothing that I could ever accept to change my view on it, I might go the rest of my life thinking something is true when it's not.
Right.
Is it likely or possible that your acceptance of karma could fall in that same category, where if you're not open to identifying what you accept to change your position on it?
I don't think there's any way to falsify karma. I don't think there's any way to falsify anything that has to do with like religion or certain beliefs. I think it just, no one has the answers. I don't think there is an answer. I don't think there's any way to say, no, that's not real, that doesn't exist.
If something's not falsifiable, is it worth maintaining the belief in it?
I guess to each is their own. I mean, like religion, I guess karma keeps me going, you know?
Is karma a blanket for you? Do you feel like you need to have karma in your life, like a Muslim might need Islam, or a Christian?
I think karma, in some ways, like religion, keeps me from doing bad things, I guess, like as like a sin. But then again, I think I think it's different too.
This is fascinating. Just maybe one more minute. Do you feel that karma is keeping you in check and making you, keeping you from becoming a bad person?
I mean, every now and then, yeah. I think having like the belief of karma in the back of my head keeps me from doing some stuff that I probably wouldn't normally do.
Wow. It's really interesting. It's really interesting. Did you develop the karma to replace the belief in the God?
No, I think I always had a belief of karma. Like my mom had taught me that like what comes around goes around since I was very little. So she is a religious person and she always tried to like make me go to church and stuff, but I never really caught on to it. So I guess it didn't really replace it, it just was there.
If you had a friend that was like, walking in one of these doors back here, and it was a really slow-moving pregnant woman, right? And he just cuts her off, right? And doesn't open the door for her because he's late for a class. And then later that evening, let's say he's involved in a terrible car accident, right? And passes away. What would you do? Would you try to assign a meaning to that, to your previous observation, or would you think that there's no relationship?
I definitely don't think death and not holding the door open for someone.
There's some balance?
I mean, yeah. I don't think you're going to die if you don't hold the door open for someone, but I definitely don't think...
Let's scale it down. Let's say later that evening, he trips and stubs his toe.
Yeah. I mean, I think that has some relation.
How would you say that you know that is what happened, that karma interceded and made sure that he was punished in that manner?
Well, I don't know. No one knows that karma did that, but my belief and my understanding of karma is that what comes around goes around.
You believe it?
I do believe that.
Yeah. Yet there's nothing that you would accept to get rid of that belief.
No.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Really appreciate it.
No problem.
Take care.